Welcome to episode 3 of our Pale Court Charm Deep Dive, featuring Vessel's Lament. Before we get started, just a quick reminder. To gain access to these charms, just make sure you've beaten the dream version of Dung Defender, who is located right here. With that out of the way, let's jump into it. Vessel's Lament. This charm costs 2 notches and deals damage around the night, as well as unmarked enemies when focusing. Vessel's Lament can be obtained by defeating Zamir in the Resting Grounds, in the home of the Grey Mourner. Vessel's Lament will cause a damaging circle to appear around the night while focusing. This deals 40 damage to anything within the radius, and will pop at the end of the focus duration. Not only that, but any enemy that's been damaged by your nail, this includes nail arts, are marked, causing a sparkle effect to appear on them. A duplicate of the bubble is created at the location of every marked enemy when focusing. This too deals 40 damage, although it can be dodged if the enemy moves far enough away from the point they were when the channel began. Enemies only take damage from one instance of this, even if multiple circles are overlapping. Once you've marked an enemy, it will persist indefinitely until you fully channel a focus and trigger the circle. After this, they'll be cleansed of it and you'll have to hit them again to put the mark back on. Vessel's Lament isn't a charm you just throw on and forget about. You do have to play in a particular way to get the most out of it, and of course you probably won't see this charm in any speedruns, but if you do put the effort in, it's well worth it. Think of it like this: every time you heal, you could potentially be getting the equivalent damage of a Shaman Stone empowered Shade Soul, and this could potentially be on multiple targets. As long as you're hitting an enemy one time between heals or positioning close to something, this is already going to be a lot of free damage. As all the damage is AoE, it naturally excels in fights where a lot of enemies are on screen, such as the Colosseum or even the Eternal Ordeal. Despite looking like a spell, Vessel's Lament does not receive any benefits from charms like Shaman Stone or Spell Twister, and even Fury of the Fallen and Abyssal Bloom don't impact its damage. That's not to say its damage can't be increased though, but I'll get to that later. The requirements to trigger the mark is very specific. It has to be nail damage, either from a normal attack or nail art. Thorns of Agony, Dream Shield, Sharp Shadow, Summons, and even Grubberfly's Allergy projectiles won't trigger the mark. Vessel's Lament plays well with a lot of different charms, particularly any that promote healing or gaining soul. This can include any of the soul generating charms, however Grub Song in particular shines the brightest here and really meshes well with Lament's strengths. Quick Focus and Shape of Oon are also big winners, as both let you heal and weave in Lament's extra damage at times you normally couldn't. Shape of Oon has the added bonus of letting you aim the damage where you want, as the damage originates from wherever you finish the channel. Stalwart Shell is another good contender, as the extra iframes can be used to heal with less risk of getting knocked out of it. And of course, Spell to Shell and Dream Shield can both save you some masks when channeling at risky times. And we haven't even gotten to the most powerful combos yet. Vessel's Lament Special Interactions. When combining Vessel's Lament and Spore Shroom, additional Spore Shroom clouds are also spawned on any marked enemy, dealing 27 damage over 4.1 seconds. When also adding King's Honor to this combo, these clouds turn into the King's Honor version, dealing 66 damage over 4.1 seconds, and also having the ability to spread. When combining Vessel's Lament and Deep Focus, the damage area of the effect becomes 2.5 times larger, and deals 80 damage instead of 40. Additionally, any clouds spawned from the Vessel's Lament, Spore Shroom, King's Honor combo are also increased in size. With all the above charms equipped, one focus can deal up to 146 damage to everything in a huge area. And although it's decent on its own, using any number of these special interactions can really push Vessel's Lament to the next level and accentuate its strengths. If you enjoyed this video or learned a few things, consider subscribing and giving the video a like to help it out with the algorithm. The next episode, we'll be taking a look at the next Pale Court charm, Boon of Hallownest, which is sure to be an interesting one, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.